For a leader to stand here and tell you kwamba people are abducting themselves and they're killing themselves, I think it's unfortunate. It's not for these hallowed grounds. Our children are getting lost, they're being abducted, wengine wanauawa.
Sababu siasa mnazofanya, Governor Natembea, nikwambie leo mchana dhahiri, siasa mnazofanya za kugawa watu kwa misingi ya ukabila, hizo siasa zimekoma na hautafaulu nazo. Yule aliyekuwa kiongozi wako wa siasa za ukabila, aliyekuwa naibu wa rais, huyo ndiye mwenye kupanga mambo ya abductions ili awekelee huyu William Ruto. Tunawajua, tunawaona mchana, tutawatangaza mchana hadharani.
One man army, George NATEMBEYA, came out during the funeral mass of Moses Wetangula's mother and held Musalia Mudavadi, Wetangula, the president, and their backing dogs at ransom. Today, the Governor NATEMBEYA told William Ruto at his face that he should stop abductions. And everyone who stood up replied to Governor George NATEMBEYA. It shows you how the man, Governor George NATEMBEYA, is a force to reckon with. You know, William Ruto is scheming for the Western to vote for him because he wants to compensate with the Mountain Kenya. He's scheming the Luo Nyanza and the Western. But remember, there are some people in Western like George NATEMBEYA who's opposing Ruto, who's opposing Mudavadi and Wetangula. And William Ruto is going to face this opposition in the Western. As many leaders now are keeping quiet because many leaders are controlled by Raila Amolo Odinga, and remember Raila Amolo Odinga is conflicted with William Ruto. Others are with Wetangula and Mudavadi and they're in government. There are some people who are coming out to speak, and one of those people, George NATEMBEYA, came out to beat Ruto, Mudavadi, Wetangula combined in Bungoma. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the speech which was made in NATEMBEYA and the effects it has on the body politic of our nation, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First, George NATEMBEYA built himself like a leader who's bringing an option in the Western. The Western for a very long time has had the weak leaders at the top, and that is Mudavadi. I did a video telling you that Mudavadi cannot lead the Western because he comes from the minority, that is the Malagoris. In many of the cases, and I'm not saying that it's supposed to be like that, a person who comes from the minority of a community cannot lead the community. The rightful person to lead the Western must come from the Bukusu, because the Western is subdivided. It's like the Central Province. If you want to get a credible leader, you must come from the Kikuyu. It's the reason as to why even Kindiki never gained attraction, because he comes from the minority, the Tharakanithi. Not even the Embu and Meru. He comes from the Tharakanithi. So he cannot lead the Western. And the more they have Mudavadi at the helm, is the more their people vote for people like Raila Amolo Odinga or Gachagua or another. So George NATEMBEYA is building himself as a credible leader to take on Ruto. I keep on telling people that it would have been Wetangula, but Wetangula doesn't have ambition to become president. He comes from the right sub-community. He can speak. He's a speaker of National Assembly. In fact, Mudavadi was duped. Even if he leaves office, he doesn't have a retirement package, because his office was just a creation of William Ruto. So Governor NATEMBEYA attended a requiem mass in Bungoma, and he told William Ruto off to his face. And as usual, very many backing dogs, even Musalia Mudavadi, never spoke about abductions, the key issue which was raised by NATEMBEYA, but they diverted the attention to other things. Before I proceed, I want to play a tape when Governor NATEMBEYA was calling out these UDA hooligans. Here's the tape.
Your Excellency, I've seen some of my brothers come here to make requests to you, and yet they're in government. Itakuwaje kwamba tunangojea kwa matanga ndio tunaomba rais kitu hiki, and when it's not there you tell us you're in government. Muko na forum ya kuambia rais hayo maneno. Jambo la mwisho, Your Excellency, and I say this is a very heavy heart for a leader to stand here and tell you kwamba people are abducting themselves and they're killing themselves. I think it's unfortunate. It's not for these hallowed grounds. Our children are getting lost. They're being abducted. Wengine wanauawa. That's the position. We should not cover up the basic truth. Hata rais mwenyewe amesema kwamba utasimamisha hii maneno. Tunataka mambo ya abduction nifanye nini? Ikwisha tu. Because this Kenya is enough for us. Watoto wanatukana watu kwa mitandao. Hata mimi nikifungua my WhatsApp, my groups ambazo niko pale, for every 2 comments, every 10 comments, 8 of them ni matusi. Wanatukana vibaya sana. That one needs to change. But if it can't change, people should not be killed because of that. Ama kuwa abducted because of that. Hapana. It's what is not. So pia ningependa kuchukua nafasi kwa niaba ya wakazi wa Trans Nzoia, by MCO Trans Nzoia, please simama tu, wale tumekuja nao, just stand up, simama tu. Asante sana kwa niaba ya leadership ya Trans Nzoia, kwa niaba yangu mimi mwenyewe na jamii yangu, nikuleta rambirambi zetu. Pole sana kwa mzee, kwa familia ya Wetangula kumpoteza matriarch. Mwenyezi Mungu awapatie nguvu kustamili kifo ya madhe. Asante sana.
That is NATEMBEYA. He told William Ruto in his eyes. And to them, it was like he opened a can of worms. No UDA politicians coming out to acknowledge that there are abductions. They've had propagandists to say Gachagua is a conduit of abduction. Yet the president himself came out to acknowledge that he's going to stop abduction. It means that he knows about it. There is a gang. If we are in a country where a Kenyan is abducted, it's a concern for all Kenyans. No sane Kenyan can come out to downplay this. In fact, I was so hurt when I heard Kimani Ichung'wah castigating NATEMBEYA. He spoke a lot of ill things against NATEMBEYA, as if there are no abductions in Kenya, which is unfortunate. What befell Kimani Ichung'wah? Let me play a tape when Kimani Ichung'wah was lecturing NATEMBEYA. Here is the tape.
I want to ask you, Governor NATEMBEYA, you were in the other day when hundreds of people were kidnapped, abducted and killed in Kerio Valley na wakatupwa mili yao hapa River Yala, wewe ukiwa Regional Commissioner Rift Valley. Kwani siku hiyo haukujua maisha ya wananchi ni maisha? Situambiane ukweli jameni, tuambiane ukweli, tusiambiane. Sababu siasa mnazofanya, Governor NATEMBEYA, nikwambie leo mchana dhahiri, siasa mnazofanya za kugawa watu kwa misingi ya ukabila, hizo siasa zimekoma na hautafaulu nazo. Yule aliyekuwa kiongozi wako wa siasa za ukabila, aliyekuwa naibu wa rais, huyo ndiye mwenye kupanga mambo ya abductions ili awekelee huyu William Ruto. Tunawajua, tunawaona mchana, tutawatangaza mchana hadharani. Na usifikirie
Kimani Ichung'wah is coming out to say that NATEMBEYA was a regional police commander in Rift Valley and very many people were abducted. It is true. So is apportioning blame of the then abductions to Governor NATEMBEYA, not knowing that the same people who were in government was Uhuru Kenyatta with his deputy William Ruto. So if he's apportioning the blame to NATEMBEYA, the same blame must go to William Ruto. So we must ask ourselves, if NATEMBEYA is no longer regional police commander and abductions are still taking place, it can mean that the perpetrator of abductions is William Ruto, because he was in government then and is still in government now, heading it. So the issue of abductions must not be erased away with this stupid propaganda that Gachagua is perpetuating abductions. That is the spirit of the highest order. And if it is not acknowledged, William Ruto will have to face it rough. Okay? Everyone who stood up attacked Natembeya. It shows you Natembeya is a force to reckon with. Okay? All the people stood up. This man, Kimani Ichung'wa, is the most stupid. He did a stupid lecture to Natembeya. Natembeya raised the key issues. These are the same things which were raised by Raila Amolo Odinga in Nyanza. And Ruto came out to say that indeed he's going to stop abductions. Kimani Ichung'wa was present. He never came out to say, to lecture Odinga. Let's continue.
Tuzia uoga hapa sisi. Wakati muliua watu mukaweka Rivayala, you are the regional commissioner actions murdering Kenyans. Wewe mwenyewe, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I say again, shame on you, Governor. You cannot claim abductions when you are the key abductor and murderer of Kenyans under the previous regime. Na mzee Atwoli ananiambia alikupea pesa ukuwe governor. Wewe ndio ulifurusha watu Mau ukiua mafamilia. Tunakujua, wachana na sisi bana. Kwa haya mengi, poleni sana. Munisamehe kidogo sababu saa ingine huko kwetu tunasemaga mshale ya usiku hurudishwa usiku. Ukileta siasa kwa hafla ya mazishi tutakujibu hapa hapa. Kwenda katafute huyo mtu tulifurusha, mfanye siasa ya kugawa watu, siasa ya uchochezi, lakini mtafute nchi nyingine. Not this country. We are together as one people, one nation, under one flag, under one president, one speaker, and we are all united as the people of Kenya. We will not allow you to divide the people along ethnicity, on incitement, because you think ati wewe ni governor unakuja kujipiga governor kitu gani? Acha na sisi wewe. Akome asikome. Akome asikome. Wachochezi wakome wasikome. Wakome wasikome. Wamuache Ruto wasimuache. Na uheshimu huyu speaker wewe governor. Nimekuona mara mingi ati kila mazishi una.
That is Kimani Ichung'wa trying to propagate that Governor Natembeya, what the Governor Natembeya is talking about, the abductions are not true. Yet in the news we've seen people being abducted. We've seen people in Subarus on camera abducted by police officers. So if Kimani Ichung'wa comes out to say that abductions are done by Gachagua, that's the most stupid response. In fact, in a bigger democracy, there is no harm Kimani Ichung'wa coming out to say that indeed there are abductions, we are going to stop, these are the perpetrators, put them in the law. Because I keep on telling people that Kenya is the biggest democracy in Kenya. If it starts to suffer, even the economy will suffer. Kenya is like the capital city of East Africa. I feel bad that a majority leader, the one in government, who's supposed to sit down Ruto and tell him indeed there are abductions, is cheering on when grave things are happening. That's the fact. So Natembeya handled these people by the balls, and everyone who stood up to speak spoke against Natembeya. I'll do a separate video on that. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.